comment ça va? Welcome back everybody to the Montreal career mode here on FC25. We have taken the French Canadian side from the MLS and we have put them into the French League. We got promoted in our first season and now we are up in Ligue 1 amongst the big boys. And it's our first massive test here of the season so far, up against Olympique Lyon, who Manchester United just beat in the Europa League. I'm still riding a high on that. And obviously we did play them as well actually last season in the Cup, and they gave us a bit of a humbling, so I am looking for some revenge in this from Season 1. But speaking of Season 1, we had to play an opponent who were a bit of a thorn in our side last season, right before this game, and yeah, let's just say it went very, very wrong. So without further ado, allow me to show you the highlights of that game before we get into this game here against Lyon. So the first game of the episode was against FC Lorient, who you may remember did come up with us in Ligue 2. Don't know what's going on with the highlight system here. Let me try and back out of that and go back into it. I mean, you always get a bogey team in career mode, and you always expect it to be one of the big boys of those leagues. So in this case, a PSG, a Monaco, Lyon, Marseille. No, our one is FC Lorient. They beat us twice last season in Ligue 2, and for some reason it's not allowing me to show you the first goal here, but they went 1-0 up after 2 minutes. But thankfully, a few minutes later, George St. Pierre, GSP, our captain, did get the equaliser, and I knew from here this is going to be a hell of a game. Unfortunately though, we were on the receiving end of the majority of the chances in this first half. They then went 2-1 up here. I tried playing a few different players here in this game than we did in our first game in Ligue 1. Changed up the defence a little bit, brought in Dia for his debut over Cornelius. He didn't do terribly, but he wasn't much better, and as you can see there, the defence wasn't exactly as well organised as it could have been. But then Alvin Sanchez, our summer signing, gets his first goal in a Montreal shirt. Really, really good finish there. Keeper got a touch, but not enough to keep it out. And I thought, okay, surely we can bring at least a 2-2 draw into the second half. Nope, because everything Lorient touched turned 2 goals. Really good ball in, lovely finish there. What the hell was I supposed to do about that? It just felt like every time they got an attack, the ball ended up in the back of the net. And that was proven here, once again, right at the end of the half, with this. What else do I say? A shot from distance, Sami Zayn gets nowhere near it, absolute beauty, and at 4-2, even though this was only still the first half, I'd kind of given up on getting anything out of this game. In the second half though, Maurice Richard, the replay here is not going to do this goal justice, but he went on a Ryan Giggs-esque run. Think of Ryan Giggs against Arsenal at Villa Park back in 1999. That was the type of goal that Maurice Richard scored here. Went on a brilliant run, beat the defence, did really well to hold on to the ball and beat the keeper and got us right back into the game. And I thought we'd rescued a draw here when Toussaint, who we signed from FC Lorient, again did really well to beat the defenders. Beautiful finish, 4-4, never a dull moment. What a game. And then in the last minute, this happens. Kevin Owens, who was really tired at this stage, but I had no more subs, wasn't quick enough to keep up with the attacker, and he smacked it past Sami Zayn, which does mean we start out this episode with defeat, and I bloody hope these lads get relegated at the end of the season and we never have to play them again. They are an absolute thorn in my side. Bit of a disappointing start to the episode, but hey ho, that was only game 1. There's plenty of football to be played in this episode, and once again I feel like I'm having to do this every single episode, but I do apologise if I just sound a bit all over the place, lads. I am still adjusting back to being on Irish time. I was in Vegas last week for WrestleMania, and bloody hell, I still feel jet lagged, I still feel tired, and my body clock has not adjusted even slightly. So yeah, it's been a challenging time, shall we say. But anyways, I'll fight on through it, and hopefully we can get a good result here up against Olympique Lyon, who once again Manchester United beat in the Europa League quarterfinals. I might have said semi-final earlier. I obviously meant to say quarterfinal. But anyways, they did give us a bit of a hiding though in the cup last year, so hopefully we will not see a repeat of that. GSP there leading the team out. I really like this third kit though that Lyon have. They do have some nice jerseys, so they do. But hopefully they will be the ones getting a hiding in the jersey here today. I'm still a little bit unsure about the team as well. I have gone with the strongest team on paper. Cornelius, though, still looking a little bit dodgy. The midfield is looking okay. Antunes hasn't been involved as much as I would like at the start of this season so far. So there's still a couple of areas I feel like we need to address. And something I'm a little bit worried about is Esteban Lepal. He did score on the opening game of the season, but he also missed a few sitters in that game, and he was really poor against FC Lorient. So, listen, it might just be a case of him growing into the season, but it's just something I'm slightly worried about at the moment. Lyon have a bit of a similar side to what they had last season when we played against them. Nothing overly different from that cup game, but hopefully the scoreline can be different. We get things kicked off here, and let's hope we can get our second win of the season and keep our unbeaten record at home. But as I said earlier, I really hope Lorient get relegated and we never have to play them again. I am absolutely sick of them. And there's another example of Lepal not playing well. I don't know where the hell he was trying to pass that ball. It's not where I was aiming. Is this league too much of a step up for him? Let's hope not. I'm not giving up on him, but it's something I do need to just be aware of for the time being. And here's another man who I feel like is under the microscope at the moment. Cornelius, the Canadian centre-back, into Siddiqui, who scored some bangers last season. Here's Esteban Lepal. Well, that's not a terrible ball, to be fair. It was decent. Defender did well to intercept it, though. Of course, they have Nemanja Matic in the midfield. I was half thinking he was going to have a bit of a spat with Sami Zayn online. He tends to do that with goalkeepers. But I think he rates Sami Zayn a bit more than he rates Andre Onana. Can't say I blame him. But anyways, here's Esteban Lepal. Can he silence the doubters? Oh, he's done well there. Sanchez. Oh, good strike. Good save by the keeper. But we've had a good start here. We've seen most of the ball. And it's the first big chance of the game. Is courtesy of Alvin Sanchez. Maurice Richard will whip this ball in. It's in towards Lepal, who I think actually did win the header, but right into the arms of the goalkeeper. And now Lyon look to go on the attack with Fofana. There's Almada. Makoko. Back to Almada. Oh, Twanzebe. Can he keep up with him? Yes, he can. Oh, but it's a good ball in from Makoko. And for the third time this season, we go 1-0 down. It's a really, really good move from Olympique Lyon. And despite our strong start, we are the team that fall behind. That is really frustrating. I just don't know about this formation. I just feel like defensively, I'm really, really struggling with it. It was okay in League 2, but here in Ligue 1, it's just been a bit of a struggle. It's a good move. Sami Zayn, it would have taken a really good save to keep that one out. But I feel like defensively we were in 6s and 7s there. And the score is 1-0 to Olympique Lyon. Feel like clean sheets are going to be few and far between this season as we adjust to this league. Oh, but I tell you what, something that we can't seem to stop doing is equalising very quickly. Antunes gets his first goal of the season. It was a really good ball in. Squeezed it past the goalkeeper. And no sooner than going 1-0 down, we are back on level terms. I hate these POV cameras. Honest to God, I really hope they get rid of them in FC 26. But that was a really good move, really good response. They do say you are most vulnerable when you've just scored. We've proven that here. Sanchez with the ball in. Antunes with the finish. Keeper probably should have done a little bit better. But he is off the mark for the season, and it's 1-1 here inside the opening 25 minutes. Bit of a running theme here so far. We go 1-0 down, and then we instantly go up the other end and score. And I feel like they're about to go up the other end and score again. They very nearly did. Fofana's strike, saved by Sami Zayn. Keeper did really well to come out there and make that stop. Here's Summers. Oh, good ball into Antunes. Well, this would be a massive result if we were to get it. If we can make the Saputo Stadium a fortress, then I'll be very confident about our chances this season. Try and pick up as many points on the road as we can as well, but win the home games, and I think we'll be okay. Oh, I did not mean to switch player there. Oh, and it's hit the post. Makoko even looking to get his second goal of the game. Decent strike. Thought Sami Zayn might have saved it there for a sec, but it went straight onto the post. Oh, this first half has flown by. 35 minutes in already. Here's Lepal. Over to Summers. Antunes, is he onside? Yes, he is. Cuts it in for GSP. Oh, it's at a corner. Did it take a deflection? Let's see this again. Oh, it didn't. Just scuffed it in the end. Unlucky from the captain, who's had a very good start to the season. Well, this game has gone better than the game against Lyon last season. Not that that was a very high bar to set. They battered us in the cup last year. But we've definitely gone toe-to-toe with them more in this game than that one. GSP. Esteban Lepal. Probably waited a bit too long to go for that one. And they look to counter now with Almada. Oh, Makoko just beats Kevin Owens for pace. Has a strike, and it's a really good finish. And it's 2-1 to Lyon again. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about this formation. I don't want to make any rash decisions just yet, but it just feels like anytime there's a one-on-one or anytime they break through, it's very, very hard to keep up with them. And Kevin Owens is not a slow centre-back. He's got decent pace, but he was nowhere near Makoko there, who smacks it past Sami Zayn. And we're 2-1 down, right on the stroke of half-time. I was just about to say, as long as we can bring this scoreline, the 1-1 scoreline, into the second half, I'd be happy. But it looks like we are going to be behind unless we can get an equaliser here, which we don't. And we are 2-1 down. Really, really frustrating, because I do feel like we actually were the better team for the majority of that half. But Lyon are the ones who lead going into the second 45. No changes at half-time. I did consider bringing on Toussaint for Lepal, but I'm not going to make that change just yet. I'll give it another 15 minutes or so, and we'll see what the story is then. Oh, but they look like they're going to break through us here yet again. Good interception there by Siddiqui. Here's Antunes. Oh, lovely turn there from our number 10. Well, he wears number 5, but he plays as a number 10. Here's Lepal. Can he get the equaliser? He's just not been at it. He really just has not been at it here. Toe Blake falls to his knees. Slightly concerning, not gonna lie. It's very early days. It is very early days, but he just doesn't feel like the same player he did last season. And again, it was a division lower. The competition wasn't obviously as strong, so that does need to be kept in mind. But I did think he'd be doing a little bit better. He's missing the target an awful lot. It's not like the keeper is pulling out great saves. He's just not hitting the target at all, which is a bit of a worry. But here's Summers. Great run by Summers. There was nobody there, though. Ah, nobody made the run. And they ended up dealing with it. Here's Siddiqui now into Lepal. Over the top. Good ball to Sanchez. Back to Lepal, who does hit the target this time. He silences the doubters, and I was one of them, not gonna lie. He gets another equaliser for us. Half an hour to go here. Beautiful football between Sanchez and Lepal. Just inside the box. Beats the keeper. 2-2. Can we go on and win it from here? Right, I'm going to make a change or two, I think. I'm not really sure, though, who I want to bring on, but I do feel like we need some fresh legs. Siddiqui's playing decent, but you know what? I'm going to try something a little bit different. I'm going to put Antunes as a centre mid, and I'm going to bring on Mercier as a number 10. Swap him around with GSP. And let's see how that goes. Something slightly different. I know he can play in the midfield, Antunes. A little bit deeper in the midfield, I should say. But I haven't really tried it too much. So we'll see how that goes here. And Mercier obviously did score on his debut on the opening game of the season. So can he get another goal here in his second home appearance? Bloody hell. They very nearly take the lead immediately again. Sami Zayn with the save. They probably overplayed it slightly. But they get the corner kick. Mata. And that's going to go off for a goal kick, thank God. Not to be confused with Juan Mata there. Still feels like it's anyone's game though at the moment. Both teams have had chances. But I do feel like we would be worthy of a win if we are to get it. Here's GSP. Over to Antunes. Now Lepal. Mercier. As I said, scored on his debut. I don't think I actually... Did I bring him on against Lorient? I actually can't even remember. And that game was only like 10 minutes ago. That's a foul, ref. Come on, free kick. Get the card out. Nemanja Matic. You dirty bastard, you. Gives away the free kick. Don't think this is really in a shooting position, though. But you know what? I'm still going to try it. I'm going to try it. Maurice Rocket Richard. Can he score a rocket here? Oh, I tell you what, it was dipping. It was dipping. For a second, I thought that was going to go in. I think if it was a little bit closer, it might have tested the goalkeeper a little bit more. Oh, brilliant tackle there by Kevin Owens. Really good tackle from the man from Maryville, Quebec, Canada. Magnifique. Esteban Lepal. In again. And he scores again. Oh my God, I was talking all sorts of nonsense earlier. This man knows how to hit the back of the net. And he's shown it here yet again. Well, that's what I get for doubting him. My apologies, Esteban. I was a little bit worried. I was a little bit concerned. But you have shut me right up. A right-footed finish, followed by a left-footed finish. And we do take the lead here against Lyon with about 10 minutes to go. And hopefully, this will seal our second victory of the season. 12 minutes left. 3-2 to Montreal. Can we hold on to it from here? I do think we'll be worthy of a win if we are to get it. I think we've been the better team. We've held our own here. Great tackle again by Kevin Owens. He has been absolutely fantastic. First half, maybe the defence was looking a little bit off. But second half, we've definitely done a lot better. Here's Richard now. Scored a brilliant goal in the last game against Lorient. He's gone on a good run here. Lepal for the hat-trick. Oh, he's got it! Oh my God! He has completely shut me up. A hat-trick for Esteban Lepal. Well, that just goes to show that you shouldn't be listening to the critics when they're talking shit. And I need to relax a bit as well. I need to stop doubting players when they're having a little bit of a rough time. Because form is temporary, class is permanent. Keeper probably should have done a little bit better there, if I'm going to be honest about it. It's a really good ball in by Richard. He went on a really good run down that right-hand side. He's basically passed that into the net, Lepal. And he will be bringing home the match ball. His first hat-trick in Ligue 1. And it does look like another 3 points here for Montreal. I'll make a couple of changes. Few minutes to go. Carpentier can come on for Sanchez. Twanzebe is looking a little bit tired. We'll bring on Giga. Let's also bring on Kutesa as well. And I think we can still make one more change. Let's bring on Saliba as well for Antunes. Completely freshen things up as we look to hold on to this lead for the final 5 minutes or so. But all my worries have been completely evaporated now. 4-2, Lepal with 3 of them. You can't keep a great footballer down. It was reverse psychology. I thought if I spoke about my worries with Lepal, it'll make him play better. So, yeah, I knew what I was doing. Never doubted him for a second, in all honesty. I can already tell someone's going to comment that's cap, because it kind of is. But anyways, Lyon are in again. Oh, it's hit the post. They've hit the post. They very nearly make it 4-3. Richard looking to go on one more surging run here in this game. Goes out for a throw-in. They're going to make a change. But I feel like the referee is going to blow the full-time whistle here in just a sec. Oh, I was going to say, can we get one more chance before the whistle blows? But the ref does end the game. Paul brings home the match ball. We get our second victory of the season. 2 wins out of 3. Listen, not too bad for a newly promoted side. Plenty of goals being scored. Too many goals being conceded though. Don't like how many we're conceding. The defence is a little bit of a concern from time to time. But the attack is flourishing just like it did in the second division. And the most important thing is we get another 3 points and revenge for that cup defeat last season. We do finally get our first win on the road in Ligue 1 and also our first clean sheet up against Angers. Maurice Richard with the only goal of the game. The Rocket Man himself with the strike there. Beats the goalkeeper. And thank the bloody Lord, we will not be going a full season without a clean sheet. Because I'm not going to lie, with how the first 3 games went, I thought that genuinely was a possibility. So now it is time for our second full game of the episode, and it is up against the other team in this league who are technically not from France. That is AS Monaco, who were one of the last teams to win this division that aren't called PSG back in 2017 when the likes of Mbappe and Bernardo Silva were still there. But I was having a quick look at their team here. Some decent players on the starting 11. Singo, Zakaria, Minamino, of course, formerly of Liverpool. Lamina wide. I know he's quite a decent player. Easy for me to say. Career, however you say his name. Decent centre-back there as well. But then I looked at the bench, and they've got none other than Marcus Rashford on the bench. Very interesting to see him at the French League, or in the French League, I should say, at this point of his career. But this will be the second full game of the episode, and let's hope we can end it with another big 3 points. Bit of a rainy day here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, as we take on the other team in this division who, as I say, are technically not from France, in AS Monaco. And it was funny because I was just having a look here at the list of countries and regions where French is one of the official languages, because of course the only players we can sign in this career mode have to be from one of those regions or any of those regions. And Monaco is technically on that list, which is quite funny. But as I say, they've got quite a decent team here. I'm still rocking this formation for now. Defensively, it's still making me a little bit worried. But I do have to keep in mind, we are very far from being the finished article. This defence will still need improvement over the next few transfer windows. So I'm not going to change it up just yet. But it's going to be interesting to see how we get on against this Monaco team. I think they were 7th in the league coming into this fixture. Again, it's very early days, but I will be very intrigued to see where they finish come the end of the season. I can't see Marcus Rashford on the bench there. He's also not in the starting 11, but I do think the bench cut off at a certain point. I don't think they actually showed all of the players there. So I have no doubt he probably is on that bench, but we won't worry about that for now. Let's get into this game, the final game of the episode, and let's try and get another 3 points. Very happy though that we kept a clean sheet in the last game. I did play the highlights. I didn't actually play the full game, but I'm still going to accept it because I feel like clean sheets are going to be very hard to come by this season. But I would very gratefully accept one here. Here's Summers over to Antunes, who played really well against Lyon, which was good to see. Good ball there into Summers. He's got Paul in the middle. Probably waited a bit too long to play him in. But we have retained possession here. Here's GSP, who's playing a lot better in Ligue 1 than he was in the second division. Now Richard. Back over to our captain. Oh, it's a really good ball in. It's a good save. Oh, it's another good save as well by the keeper. Paul, off the back of his hat-trick in the last home game, looked to open up the scoring here. But it was a really good double save from the Monaco goalkeeper. Well, that's a good tackle there, though. I think that was by Summers. Yes, it is, and he's made a good run through the middle here. Great ball by GSP. It's Summers, and it's 1-0 to Club de Foot Montreal against AS Monaco here. Brilliant interception by Summers. GSP then with the ball over the top, and the man who started this move is the man to finish it. Absolutely sublime goal there from the French-Canadian side. Beautiful ball over the top. Really good touch. And a brilliant finish to top it off. That is absolutely fantastic. Beautiful football. And we are the ones who strike first here in one of the few fixtures in this division where neither team are technically from the country of France. Now let's hope we don't concede straight away, because I feel like that's what happens a lot so far in this series, is someone goes 1-0 up, oh, and then it instantly becomes 1-1, and it very nearly happened there. The post keeping us in front here for now, and thankfully that shot goes nowhere near Sami Zayn, and it goes out for a goal kick. Toe Blake not looking very happy there, to be honest. Despite the fact that we're 1-0 up, we very nearly let them in straight away. Here's Siddiqui. Summers. Go on, lad. Oh, Antunes. Back to Summers. It's really good football. And it's a really good finish. And it's Summers again. 2-0. Inside 22 minutes. Summers with both goals. And two absolutely brilliant goals as well, if I do say so myself. Beautiful football. Some of the best football we've played so far this season. Antunes into Summers. The defence nowhere near our man on the left-hand side. He gets his and our second. And so far, this has been very, very straightforward. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. Monaco have not felt like much of a threat so far. They did hit the post just before that goal, but other than that, they haven't actually felt like much of a threat. 2-0 to Montreal. Still a lot of football to be played in this game. But we have comfortably felt like the better team on the ball so far. Oh my god. That nearly snuck in. Have I spoken too soon? It's a good save by Sami Zayn. But what I mean is, anytime we're on the ball, I feel like they get absolutely nowhere near us. It's only after we score that it feels like they're actually going to do anything. Summers with a really good interception as well. He had his Weetabix this morning, let me tell you that. Well, there's nobody near him here at the moment. Summers. Unselfish. Lepal. Oh, but the keeper saves it. Summers could have gone for his hat-trick. Decided to play it in. Lepal with the strike, but a good save by the keeper. Well, it was right at him, to be fair. But we do get the corner here. Half an hour in. Richard, oh, whips it in. Lepal wins the header. But this is FC 25. You don't score headers in this game. I remember scoring a header with Cole Palmer. I think it was against Villa in the last season of the United career mode. Or maybe it was the second last season. And I thought I'd finally just discovered how to score headers. And I don't think we scored another one for the entirety of the series. I remember Rasmus missing one against Real Madrid in the last minute. But I don't think we scored a single header after that one from Cole Palmer. Not that I can remember, at least. And I guarantee now in FC 26 they'll be completely overpowered. It's one extreme to the next. Summers, can he get a hat-trick? Oh, he nearly did! Lepal got it against Lyon. Summers looking to get it here against Monaco. Again, though, the keeper was equal to it. And Monaco looked to break here. That's really good football. Here's Adley. Koulibaly. Oh, really good football again. And they do pull one back. Ah, well. We've comfortably been the better team in this first half. But Monaco, with some really good play there. Defensively, again, I feel like we're not really... Or we weren't doing... I'm going to try that one more time. Defensively, we weren't very good there. I don't know why that was such a difficult sentence for me to say. And they do pull one back. Well, that's really frustrating. And I said it earlier, clean sheets are going to be very hard to come by this season. But we do still have the lead, although it has been halved here. Is Richard. Oh, that's a really good ball. It's not exactly where I was intending for it to go. Antunes. Deflected. But deflected into the arms of the goalkeeper. And that will be half-time. 2-1 up. We've been the better team. But Monaco did pull one back right before the end of the half. So at the moment you can still say it's anybody's game. We will get things going here in this second half. 2-1 up. Summers with both of our goals. Adley with the goal for Monaco. Let's try and get a quick start here to the second half and try and kill the game off as quickly as possible. Because in the next episode, we will be playing the big boys of this division, PSG. Here's Siddiqui now, over to GSP. Oh, I tell you what. Decent strike with the keeper. Parries it over. Let's hope GSP will turn up against PSG. God, that's going to be a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? But we'll worry about that in the next episode. Maurice Richard with the ball in. And Lepal wins the header again. He wins a lot of headers, but he never bloody scores them. But it's not just Lepal, to be fair. That's just FC25 in general. It's hard to believe, though, when you stop and think about it. FC26 is only around the corner. Where did that time go? It feels like it was only yesterday I was making the preview for the 3 career modes we were going to be doing in FC25. And now FC26 is already around the corner. And I already have my 3 career modes planned for next year as well. Very excited to reveal those closer to the time. And I hope you're excited for it as well. Antunes, not the best strike. Probably rushed that a little bit too much. Monaco are going to make a change now. It's not Marcus Rashford, it's Minamino. Maybe he's not on the bench, Rashford. I'll never forget the Champions League final in the United career mode. We played Real Madrid at Old Trafford in the Champions League final. Kylian Mbappe, nowhere to be seen in the squad. Not even on the bench. He wasn't injured, he wasn't suspended, he was in the probable lineup. And if a player is injured or suspended in that, it'll tell you. Oh, I tell you what. Big chance there from Wizza. But he whizzed that one over. But Kylian Mbappe was just not selected for some reason. And it doesn't look like Rashford has been selected in this game for Monaco. But we won't complain about that. Here's Esteban Lepal. Oh, and that's another thing we won't complain about, is the fact that this man is picking up from where he left off last season. He makes it 3-1 here. Just over 25 minutes to go. A goal that we well and truly deserve. We've been the better team. We've really turned up in this game. We've shown that we belong in this division. And we are 3-1 up against AS Monaco. Beautiful finish there by Esteban Lepal. Right in front of the Monaco fans as well. Tucked away in that corner. And he took the ball into the corner of the net. Beautiful stuff. 3-1 up. And I think this is a good time to go and make some changes. I'm going to keep Summers on because he is still on a hat-trick. Going to bring on Mercier again. Really like the feel of him anytime we've brought him off the bench. I'm going to bring on, not Saliba, let's bring on Carpentier. Again, Carpentier. I think I've said his name about 4 different ways, but you know what I mean. And kind of going to bring on Dia as well. Not for Owens, for Cornelius. So we'll make 3 changes, freshen things up a little bit. And hopefully see out this result. And maybe even add to this current scoreline. Tell you what though, when I was away in Vegas, I thought about this career mode a hell of a lot. And I was really worried I was going to feel a bit rusty coming back into this game. But I feel like I'm slowly getting back into the groove of playing this game again. Really, really enjoyed it. Lads, I know I've said it a good few times on this channel, but the support for all the series we've done on FC25, it really means the absolute world to me. It's by far the most fun I've had making content on this channel. I've really, really enjoyed it. It's good to see that a lot of you have enjoyed it as well. The Celtic career mode obviously was the most popular one. The United career mode has done decent as well. And it's good to see that a couple of you have stuck around for this Montreal career mode too. Plenty more content where this is coming from. Oh my goodness me. Lepal with the overhead kick. Oh, the keeper makes a save. Oh, what a goal that would have been. Oh, well, we've seen a few overhead kicks on this channel over the years. Jude Lyons and Dylan Turl on the Turl United career mode back in the day. JJ scored one in the Cloyne United career mode, and Lepal very nearly scored a very similar one there. But the keeper had to be the spoil sport and keep it out. Oh, What a goal that would have been. Oh, I really wish that went in. I really wish it did. Well, he has completely turned his form around, Paul. I was really worried about him there. That FC Lorient game. I know I didn't show you the full game. I only showed the highlights, but he was really poor. But listen, you can't keep a great footballer down. He's responded really well. Form temporary, class, of course, is permanent. GSP, been very impressed with his performance today. Paul, yet again, couldn't get the overhead kick. Probably overplayed that one a small bit, but he makes it 4-1 with 8 minutes to go. Game, set and match here against Monaco. Montreal taking home the 3... Well, I was going to say taking home the 3 points. We are at home, but you know what I mean. It's a really good finish from our striker again. I was trying to round the keeper. I thought he was going to come out closer to Paul for that chance. But it didn't matter in the end, and we are 4-1 up, and it's another 3 points. I think I'll make my final few changes here. I know he's on a hat-trick again, but I will bring on Toussaint, and I think I'm also going to bring on Giga as well for... We'll bring him on for Twanzebe, because he is the more tired of the two. And we'll see if there's any more where that came from. 4-1 up here against Monaco, a team who I expected a bit more from, to be quite honest. Oh, but they could be getting another one here. But Adley. Oh, that's a really good move there. But Sami Zayn thankfully makes a good save. I'll tell you what, if that had gone in, I would have held my hands up to it and said, what a goal. But the keeper, thankfully, was there to stop it. Well, 4 seems to be our favourite number of goals to score in games this season. It's the 3rd time we've done it already. No, 4th time we've done it, actually, isn't it? Be the 3rd time we've done it at home. Good save again by Sami Zayn. He hasn't had an awful lot to do today. But when called upon, he has answered. And he's answered it with great skill as well. Here's Maurice Richard. Over to Toussaint. It's been a decent backup striker. Oh, I was trying to see if I could play Summers in there. I know it was Antunes who was in that position, but I thought we might have been able to open up the space for Summers to get his hat-trick. It wasn't to be, but one thing we did get was another 3 points. We've put Monaco to the sword, and it's another 3 points here for Montreal at home. We are really making the Saputo Stadium a fortress, and I think that will be key in staying up this season and even potentially finishing in and around mid-table. I'm worried about. No, like, seriously, what was I even worried about when it came to Paul? He had one bad game, and I nearly gave up on him. I am an absolute fool. 6 goals in 5 appearances, an assist as well for Esteban Paul. I was an absolute idiot, as we would say here in Ireland, to doubt this man. He is absolutely flying it at the moment. Maurice Richard with 2 and 3 as well. He's up to 81 rated. Really good to see that. Summers with 2 and 2. Very good performance there against Monaco. GSP with 2 and 3. He's had a great start to the season. Toussaint as well, our backup striker, showing that he can do well when called upon. Sanchez and Antunes getting involved as well. And Mercier, I really, really like the feel of this guy anytime we've brought him on. Only the 1 goal so far, and I feel like there will be a lot more where that came from. Just to show you as well, there's a few players out on loan who are doing really well. Devin Davies here has already gone up +5. Conan has only just gone out on loan, so I'm not going to panic too much yet that he hasn't grown. Like, he literally went out on loan on deadline day. This guy here, Chatelain, however you say it, +5, and that was basically as soon as we loaned him out, and we loaned him out during the beginning of the transfer window. I do feel like this guy is going to be called back from his loan eventually, and I feel like he is going to be a very, very special player. And again, a few more players here out on loan that are growing quite decently. Hopefully, a lot of these guys will turn into regular first-team players as time goes on. Mathis there as well has gone up +3. So when it comes to the right midfielders and left midfielders, I feel like we're going to have a very, very stacked team in that regard. Despite that little hiccup against FC Lorient, what a brilliant start we've had to the season. 5 games in, 4 wins, 2nd place in the table, 17 goals scored, but the only concerning thing is that we have conceded 10, which is Not the most in the league, but it's not too far off of it. But still, I'll take that if it means we're in second place. Only 3 points behind PSG, the juggernauts of this league, and we will be playing them in the next episode, which will be coming this Friday, lads. Thank you so much to all of you for tuning into this episode, and thank you all so much for the support on this series so far. If you did enjoy this episode, lads, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Really hoping to hit 600 subscribers before the end of this series, and I will talk to you all in the next episode this Friday when we take on Paris Saint-Germain. Au revoir and take care.